Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio. Your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio. I'm your host, Dr. Alkistis Agio, streaming to you from Greece. So weekly on this program, I take calls by certain people who have filled out a form, and I help them to process what has been troubling them. So whatever is frustrating you, angering you, or just giving you a hard time, I want you to go ahead and go back to that website that you'll see in the link below and ask me anything you like about your life and whatever's making your life difficult. Now, I'm going to answer to you with my 3-step method based on Greek philosophy. It's the 3 golden principles of Greek philosophy, which I learned about from Aristotle, the mentor of Alexander the Great. So I have a caller on today's show, and I'm going to be answering their questions. So stay tuned. Her problem might be similar to your problem. And anyway, all problems are alike. They cause pain. And they're also a place to grow, to develop, to expand yourself. So we should be thankful for those.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
So I have decided to call upon you because I have had 2 difficult divorces
Yes.
that I had trouble overcoming,
Mm-hmm.
and decided to find out about your method. That how would you help someone that actually has difficulty overcoming a very difficult divorce.
So you're now how many months divorced?
Years. We're talking about years.
And you're still feeling the repercussions of the pain and what kind of feelings are plaguing you from that divorce?
Well, I had very controlling husbands.
Yeah.
I repeated the patterns.
Yeah.
And very controlling and very, I would say, with mental issues, very serious mental issues like schizophrenia.
Oh, no.
And it was very abusive.
Mm-hmm.
And took me a long time to get out of those relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So I was the kind of person that was staying because I had children. And I was wondering, even if I am a person that was in the healthcare profession,
Yeah.
no one could suspect that I was going through that. And I felt, I felt that I should be able to go. But the thing is that because of my children, I would
Yeah.
stay.
Mhm.
And
I mean,
I do not understand
yeah.
people that say all she had to do was leave. There's so much more to the story.
Were there good parts to your marriage? Were there good parts to your relationship?
Yes, there were good parts to my marriages. Absolutely. I did not marry them for nothing. So the thing is that my first husband, I was with him for 23 years.
Yeah.
My second husband for 10 years.
Hmm.
And I would say my second husband was the kindest man in the world until the schizophrenia took over and
Hmm.
he became very violent. But when it comes to that, those two men loved me so very much, but their control was overwhelming. And my
Can I,
being an independent woman,
Lydia Signomi, sorry, let me ask you something. Your relationship with your father, does it ring a bell?
my relation good. My father, I had a very good relationship with my father. Actually, my father was my hero.
Okay, but did he ever abuse you or was violent or somehow a little go quack on you sometime?
No, not on me.
On others in front of you, like your mom, for example?
Yes, let us say that my father and my mother did not get along. We
Not let
have
us,
to admit that.
what are the indicators when you say not get along? Like, let's be truthful here.
Being truthful means that my father was abusive to my mother. My mother was abusive to my father. It was a very dysfunctional family, and
Mhm. But your
I left
relationship
at
to your
17.
father? What about your relationship to your father?
My relationship with my father was marvelous. The thing is that my father, I was my father's favorite. So the thing is that my father was never angry at me. My father was, to my father, I was perfect. And
He never abused
that
you?
was it.
He never
No,
abused you.
no,
But he
there was
abused
a rule.
others. Okay, but he abused others in front of you, yes or yes?
Only my mother. He
Your
never
mother,
hit.
Lydia, he hit your mother, that the woman who gave birth to you, you're
Yeah,
an extension of her. De facto, you were being abused through her. De facto, these images remained in your mind. And de facto, you carried that on as your blueprint pattern for love, because that's all you knew to be loved. That was your first, experience. Your parents, their relationship, and his relationship to your mom. So this was your blueprint. That's why you attracted these men. It's clear as can be. Now, why did you attract these men who were equally abusive? Why? Because your child, the inner child in you, has to relive this love, but in the hopes of improving it. So you are your mother's evolution. Okay, that's why you're here to raise the consciousness level of your whole inheritance, your whole lineage, your mother, your great grandmother, all of this. It's now your time to raise the level, do the clearing of the trauma, the most recent being your mother and your father. So, what are you doing? You're reliving that as an adult woman, i.e., in this case, like your mother. But this time you want to be smarter than your mother. Your inner child it's like a game. It has chosen this game in order to get to the next level, the inner child, because obviously it wants a whole love without the abuse. It's seeking that. It's seeking to evolve. So you're going to be like the 2.0 version of your mother. You're going to handle this better. Either you're going to stop attracting these kind of men, or you're going to go through a relationship with this kind of man and get to the other side to evolve and have him be your puppy. Okay, you know what I mean, not your puppy, but like, no, just a holistic love. Okay, what I'm saying is you have attracted these men, exactly tailor made, better than a Dior suit. You have attracted this. Take 100% responsibility. Understand that it's not you, it's your inner child, the child that wants to relive this experience, but do it better, get more love, handle the abuse or escape the abuse or whatever, evolve above the abuse. That's your life challenge. It's a video game you're playing, okay? It's a virtual reality video game. And the same monster is going to escape appearing monster, the one that challenges you and your weaknesses. It will appear exactly tailor made for you until you overcome it using your mind, your heart, your skills here. And then you can get to the, you can be free. You can attract a person who is whole like you. Because at this moment, you haven't dealt with your shadow side. You cannot attract a whole love. Okay? Because even if it came your way, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it. You'd cheat on it with a bad boy again. Because you have to overcome this lesson with the boy, the bad dad who loves you, the good and bad dad. You know what I mean? This is your this is your game. How do you feel about what I say? I'm just, mumbling the words of an oracle. What about how you feel about what I'm saying? Is any of this touching base?
Well, everything is right because the thing is that that is what I did. After my divorce, I was 15 years alone. I was very careful, extremely careful. And a year and a half ago, I met the most amazing man in the world. And I am with him. And we never argued in a year and a half. He is kind, he is compassionate, he is really a good man. Everyone tells me, and so I really met a very good man. But I waited 15 years. I had worked on myself for 15 years. So the thing is that I did not want that. Every time I was seeing a man that seemed like my first husband, my second husband, I'd run away. I was not capable of loving because I was all mixed up. And I did not want my children to be in a third divorce and a fourth divorce. So I thought I was the problem. So since I was the problem, I had to find a solution.
And what was the solution?
The solution was to wait until I was healing. When I was thinking to myself, as long as I went into rehab houses for women.
Yeah.
I did learn a lot. And I stayed with women's group. I stuck to that. I really stuck to that. And until I was sure, that is only when I decided to date someone because I really thought I was a failure. Two marriages, two failures. I thought I was the worst failure in the world.
And you became happy with this third person?
I am. I'm very happy with him.
Because you learned your lessons. So can you look back now at those two men in some form of gratitude, even if you passed some abusive situations with them? Or is there any part of you that is grateful? Because I mean, think about it. Without that, you wouldn't have moved on and evolved.
Oh, yes, I'm grateful to them. Actually, I have no hate. They passed. Both are passed. So I have no hate.
Good for you. You know what?
Um,
That's great. You are ready for freedom. You're ready for love. You're ready for freedom. You opened up to it, and then you attracted it. because you changed your frequency. You worked on yourself, you became grateful, you did the work.
Thank you.
I mean, that's the
Thank you.
thing. Most people don't realize if they do the work, they liberate themselves. They liberate themselves. And they can,
But what you say,
yeah, I mean, they don't want to do the work. They'd rather drink alcohol or go shopping than do the work. This is the funny thing. It surprises me. They would spend thousands of dollars on a Birkin bag and just not do the inner work. So you got your Birkin bag, but you're still miserable. Spend a little on therapy and coaching, and you can enjoy life, and you don't even need the Birkin bag. You give the money to charity and change lives instead. That's my vision of happiness and freedom.
well, if I had met you
Yeah.
15 years ago, things would have been different because I would not have had to spend 15 years alone. After 3 years, 4 years, maybe five, I would have been free. I would
That's
not have
great.
spent
Of course.
15 years alone.
No shit. Yeah, that's the thing. We coaches, we therapists, we save you time, years of your life. And emotional, we spare you emotional, trauma, drama. And yet people would rather spend the money, the clubbing. I go figure. Clubbing to drink it all down, drink down all their pain in the vodka bottle. And that's a bottomless pit. That's a bottomless pit. The alcohol, the cigarettes, everywhere, all of these things that people do to avoid the work, the inner work, it astounds me. They'd rather buy status symbols on an addictive way. I mean, nothing wrong with a nice bag here and there, but when you start buying 20, then like you have a problem, you know. So it's addictions. All these things are addictions: sex addiction, porn addiction, shopping addiction, sugar addiction, social media addiction, Netflix binging or just TV binging. All of this is to avoid to do the simple work, what I call self-reflection. In Greece, it's philosophy, philosophia. Those you love, we love wisdom. So I adopt a very simple method, Lydia. I created a very simple, it's idiot proof. I did it on purpose. It has to be idiot proof. Anyone should be able to do this method. It's a three-step method. Once you have a fear, oh, if I leave my husband, I'll be broke and bankrupt. I don't know, whatever fear you had then at that time. What were your fears? Give me some examples of what your fears were back then. I can't do this because my husband what?
Well, I was in a wheelchair at that time, so I used to think that I would not be able to get around or do many things because I used to think a person in a wheelchair is because I was very ill. So I was thinking to myself, a person with a wheelchair cannot do what they have to do. So I was sure I could not do what I had to do. So I thought I
Yeah.
had to stay. I thought I had to stay.
And are you still in a wheelchair?
No, no, I walk now.
Wow. So if you could go back and speak to that Lydia so many years ago, was sitting on the wheelchair, sad and fearful, thinking, I can't do this and I can't do that, what would you say to her now?
I would say she's a winner.
Tell her, Lydia, you are a winner. Say, Lydia,
Yes.
you are a winner. Tell her, speak to her
L-
now.
Lydia, you are a winner.
Lydia,
Yes.
we're going to make
You're,
it through this. Tell her, Lydia,
Lydia, we're going to make, yes, we're going to make it through this. You're a winner. Lydia, you're a winner. We're going to make it through this.
and what advice could you give her from now that you have overcome all these obstacles? Looking back, what advice would you give her?
We will never start that again. We will manage not to start that again. We will learn from experience and we will not repeat the experience. It's over. This karma is over.
Yeah, you're going to make it through. In a couple of years, you'll be out of this, or in a few months, you'll be out of it. So give her some hope. What would
Okay.
you tell her?
So Lydia, this is over in so many months. You're going to be over. It is finished. You are over with those kinds of relationships, and you can stand on your own feet. Even if you're in a wheelchair, you
Woo,
can
I
stand
like that.
on your own
I like
feet.
that. I like that. You can stand on your own 2 feet even if you're in a wheelchair. My God, what an inspiration. What an inspiration you are, Lydia. How many people are watching all over the United States now? Some of them are in wheelchairs, some of them are handicapped. Just because someone has some physical disability, so what? Okay, you can do so much. And many people also overcome them. In your case, you overcame the wheelchair. It's all possible, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it
But
is.
most of all, the secret is to find that happiness within, just to find that peace within. How do you find your peace? I like listening to beautiful music. Beautiful music for me, it's my religion. I mean, I listen to beautiful composers. I like listening to the waves, the sound of the waves. What do you do to get yourself uplifted, Lydia?
I write.
You write? What the kind of things do you
Yes,
write?
I write reflections about my life, about other people's lives.
Very
I
nice.
write reflections.
Maybe you'll compile them into a nice book, perhaps.
Yes, I have 2 books out.
Brava. Tell me about your books. What are your 2 books called?
They are called 111 Reflections for Thy Earth Odyssey.
Beautiful.
And yes, it's the number 111
Uh-huh.
is the opening of the universe. So to me, it's 111 opens the universe and helps people. It makes them see the big picture. So if they work on their reflections, their own reflections, and I ask people when they're going through something really difficult,
Yeah.
like you do your method, you tell people to journal also. So the
Absolutely.
thing,
Journaling
the
is
thing
self-reflection.
exactly like you say journal also. So I I know your method. So the thing is that I think your method is great.
Yeah, you like
So yes, I love your method. So the thing is that, I love what you do. So I think you've got it. I really think you've got it. You're a great person. You're a great coach. So
you know what?
people should actually,
I'm enjoying
oh,
it.
yeah,
I'm
people
really
should
enjoying
actually,
it. That's the most important thing. But it's fun that it's nice to hear that it affects people in the book, the method. It gives me great happiness when people say, your simple 3-step method helped me. I love that. It's not even mine. I think I received it in a dream. I was having the goddess Athena came to me in the dream and she gave it to me. It's fun.
this is wonderful. This is
Okay.
wonderful. This is
Yeah.
absolutely wonderful.
So any fear and insecurity somebody has, you pass it through these 3 filters of self-reflection. This is a Socratic exercise, self-reflection. And you just say, is it true? Is it 100% true? Like in your case, when you were in the wheelchair, if you say, I'll never get out of this, I'll never get out of that, you can turn around and say, is it true? Is it really true? Are you 100% sure? And she said, well, not 100% sure. Maybe there's a part of me that believes I can make it out of there. So they start loosening up the lies that you tell yourself. It's our own lies that limit us. And then you pass it through the second filter. Is it kind? Is it a kind thing to say to myself? Is that a kind thought to myself or to the other involved? And then the last one is it useful? Is it useful for me to keep having this fear? Is it going to help me go any further? No. So it's just these simple three-step questions where you check your own thinking. You check yourself. Say, is what I'm thinking true? Because we lie to ourselves, Lydia. As you saw, we have the BS, belief system. We all have our own BS, belief system. And it limits us. It really limits us. That's my life purpose, is helping people overcome the fear and anxiety that's keeping them back. What about your second book, Lydia? What's your book about?
It is the same thing. I write reflections. I've got three books like that because I'm a metaphysician. So what I do is that, I write reflections. My fourth book is going to be published, but the thing is that, it's pretty more profound actually. I elaborate about the reflections, about thoughts about life, and it's a lot more metaphysics. So
Well,
that
you have
is
more
pretty much what it.
experience. You have more experience, so you put more experience every time. It's going to get deeper and deeper.
Exactly, exactly. And I think that learning from coaches like you, like great coaches, makes me move forward because we don't know the answers. We don't all know the answers. We
Yeah.
might study, we might do whatever, we might be doing a PhD also. But the thing is that we also have to surround ourselves by really great people that have great knowledge like you. So that is the way I see it.
I'm going to say thank you, but I'm also going to say what Socrates said. One thing I know he said is that I know nothing. I think that guy had a sense of humor. This Greek philosopher, Socrates, is the greatest, one of the greatest philosophers. And he asked questions. It's like you said, I don't have the answers, but I have the questions. I don't have the answers, but I have the questions. And that's why my three-step method is three questions. You've got to just keep being curious about yourself, because we think we know ourselves. And then if you're actually observing yourself almost from the point of view of a detective, you'll begin to discover things about you never knew. That's why I believe a lot in filming oneself to reflect on one's everything, the body language, the way of speaking, what we say. People up until recently didn't have a way to record their own behavior. Self reflection, I believe we should use gadgets and technology for self reflection. And watching yourself in a conversation, in a debate, or in a presentation, or in any social setting, if you put a camera to yourself, it will tell you a lot about yourself, because you'll see yourself from the outside. And that's something a lot of people don't do. They don't have time to, they think they know themselves. But I say, like, discover who you are. You don't know anything of who you are. What do you think,
You're
Lydia?
so right.
Isn't
You
it?
you're so right. Actually, you're so right because we do not look at ourselves. We just do not take the time because we think we know ourselves. That's an illusion.
Yeah. And then something happens and we're triggered and we're like, where did that come out of? Well, guess what? It was your inner child. You haven't healed the trauma yet. Go back, do the work, and then it won't knee jerk and attack, or get depressed or whatever it is. Especially depression. Depression has so much to teach us. I would be thankful for some depression, because I've been depressed sometime, and I had the deepest relation with myself during those times. You know, I'm thankful sometimes. I think people should get depressed from time to time, and they do, even if they don't choose to do so. It's good. It makes you soul search. We should welcome every feeling. If we're fighting it, it makes it worse. Whereas if you say, "Hello, deep depression, it's nice to see you again. Maybe you have some gifts for me this time." you know? You have to make friends with everything. That's what I think.
Yes, you're so right.
Thank you.
Being lonely is a gift. When you're alone,
Alone,
you
it's
learn
all
so much.
alone. All own. All one. Really is. We're
Oh,
alone.
oh, that is such a good one.
All one.
Wow. Wow, I love that one. This is so true because I love to be alone. And
I love to be all.
yes,
We should change it and say, I love to be all one.
yes, okay, I love to be all one.
I love to be all one. Instead of I feel lonely. See the difference? You're going to have the same outer experience, but how you're going to experience is going to be completely different by just simply how you label it. Just label it differently. Label it. Give it a different marketing, a different logo, and it all of a sudden seems interesting. Because I used to do that when my husband passed away due to COVID about 2 years ago. I was horribly alone. I said to myself, I'm lonely, I'm lonely, I'm so lonely. And then slowly, slowly, I was watching and reading about Carl Jung and the dark side and your shadow side and blah, 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 and how being alone is so good for you. And I was like, yeah, maybe it is good for me. Maybe I shouldn't view it so badly. And I started liking being alone, all one. And I'm like, now I'm all one, So I don't know. It just, I see loneliness ever since I relabeled it. I'm actually enjoying it. How's that?
Yes, I love, I live in the country. So you see, I live on a 54-acre land. So I am always gone in the woods and I love to be all one. So
Where?
the thing is that,
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to hear, the grass growing, the birds, the just the wind. That's why I live here by the beach. I live right on the beach in Greece, right on the beach. I could live no other way, really. And in Greece, the good thing is because there's so much coastline, like endless coastline, there's so many islands, like anyone can realize their dream of having a beach house. Anyone, even if you're poor, because
oh
at
yeah,
some point, there's so much coastline. Everybody has sea view, like forever. You know what I mean? So that's all I needed for my happiness is to be by the sea, to hear the waves, to hear the wind, to the clean air, the seagulls. Just it's just crazy here. It's just paradise, paradise. And I manifested it, like I envisioned it, I attuned with it long before it happened. We did the
well,
work,
I will
baby.
manifest. I
Lydia,
will
we did
manifest.
the work. We did the work, and you know what? When you do the work, you get the benefits. You reap the benefits. I say, go choose. You want designer sunglasses, or you want to liberate yourself for the same price. It's crazy. It's insane to me that more people don't invest in their personal development and mindfulness. It's insane for me. And they walk around like zombies, just from pain to pain, just not understanding what's going on. Pain, and more drama and more melodrama and back to drama. I mean, all I have to do is do that philosophy, that self reflection, that being truthful, as Socrates said. So, you got to let them do what they got to do, but, it's sad. I wish more people would get into it. But they are,
Well, I wish
slowly.
more people knew about you.
After COVID, more people are interested. More people are, I think they've come to the point where they realize something with COVID. I think they realize that their mental health and their spiritual development is more important than the next brand name. That's what I think. So I do see a shift. I do see a shift. I can't say. Even in Greece, I see a shift. People are awakening to wellness, well being, health, mental health. I'm happy to say I'm part of that a revolution, I think. They're part of that movement of wellness. So, you got to change where you can change. What do they say? Act locally, think globally. Yeah, sure. If I was in the US, I'd have more followers and stuff like that. But I can't give up this Greek lifestyle. I just need to be by the beach. I need to be in Greece. And it's not money that Sure, in America you make more money, but what's the lifestyle? You have to be super rich to live the lifestyle that you can live in Greece for a fraction of the cost. A lot of people are leaving the States. I noticed they're coming to Greece. They're coming to Europe. They're coming because it has a better quality of life. I'm sorry to say. Where are you based? Which part of the States are you based?
I'm in Canada.
Which
I'm
part?
in the province of Quebec. I
Oh,
speak
yeah,
English and French.
of course. I grew up in Montreal. I told you, right? I grew up in
Are
Montreal.
you serious? This is
TMR,
amazing.
TMR, of Greek immigrant parents. I grew up there until I became 16. And because my father was a political refugee, we left because there was a dictatorship in Greece, a junta. There was a dictator here in the 60s when I was born. And he had to escape to Canada, literally escape. Otherwise, he had been tortured. He had a lot of, issues. So moved to Canada, life changed completely. Everything went fabulous, great education. My father did very well. But when I was 16, after so many years, we returned to Greece because he was ready to retire, live very grandly off a good Canadian pension, and just live a nice sunny life, here in Greece. So that's how I came back to Greece.
That's
But
great.
after I went and studied in London, Paris, Rome, I wanted to get to know Europe. I lived in Berlin, all these countries. They're so beautiful, so beautiful. And then I just concluded I'll stay in Greece. It's the best climate, the best lifestyle. That's why I'm here.
Well, that was really nice because being on your show made me open perspective. So,
Mhm.
I know the show is coming to an end, but
Right.
I know that we will see one another again.
I
And
hope I hope you come to
uh,
Greece. Come to Greece
I
sometime
will.
with your
I
friends.
will. I will. It's going to be my pleasure.
Yes, thank you, Lydia. I'll see you all hopefully in a retreat here in Greece or online in my group coaching every Thursday. And remember to subscribe to Jacalyn Kerbeck's television station here on YouTube and to USA Global TV and Radio. Do subscribe. And I'll see you again next Monday. Love from Greece.
Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? In a world quick to judge, one book dares to reveal the hidden cost of silence. Discover Holy but Harmful, The Silent Sin of Judgment, How Hidden Judgments Destroy Relationships and Damage Lives by Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. The Amazon #1 bestseller that's transforming the way we understand ourselves and the way we see others. Pick up the companion workbook to uncover your own hidden judgments and learn how to break free from them. Available now on Amazon and at fine bookstores worldwide.
Which of these 5 statements sounds mostly like you? 1. I often wake up in the middle of the night worrying about my future. 2. I'm angry or resentful towards a specific person. 3. I have anxious, obsessive, compulsive thoughts throughout the day. 4. I have an addiction like smoking, drinking, shopping, sugar, or social media. And 5. I feel that I'm wasting away my life. Hello, I'm Dr. Alkistis Agio, and for over 25 years, I've been coaching and training people from all over the world to transform their fears, insecurities, anxiety, and anger into mental and emotional freedom. I'm confident that my simple 3-step method based on Greek philosophy can help you to transform into the joyful, confident, free human being that you deserve to be. I want to invite you to join my weekly online coaching group to finally get the results that you want. Look, you've tried it alone so far and you've had some okay results, but let's face it, you're still feeling stuck right now, spinning your wheels. Einstein said that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Now, unless you realize this as a fact, that you are a prisoner of your own mind, you can't move forward. I'm here to support you, as well as the whole community that we are co-creating. Stop feeling stuck. Stop feeling depressed. You don't have to do it alone, and alone isn't working anyway. Sign up today, and I'll meet you on the inside of our amazing weekly group call. I guarantee that you'll make progress from the very first session.
Nestled in the heart of the Blue Ridge Mountains, the Horseshoe Farm has always been more than a destination. It's a living, breathing reflection of community, connection, and transformation. Once a humble family farmstead, it has evolved over the years to become a sanctuary for travelers, seekers, families, and friends alike. Originally reimagined by the Turchin family as an Airbnb property, the farm began its journey into hospitality with simple roots, welcoming guests to experience the beauty and peace of the sacred land. As word spread and the vision deepened, the property organically blossomed into a boutique resort, rooted in the values of slow living, intentional experiences, and the magic of gathering. Today, the Horseshoe Farm is a 90-acre experiential retreat that merges hospitality, wellness, and culinary excellence. It is home to the stable spa, the silo cookhouse, distinctive lodging options, and a curated calendar of events that nourish mind, body, and spirit. Our guest experience is designed to be both grounding and expansive, where the comforts of luxury meet with the simplicity of nature. At its core, the Horseshoe Farm is about transformation of land, of self, and of community. We are proud of where we've come from. We are confident in who we are today and excited for the road ahead. Hello, I'm Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, also known as the Listening Mentor and President and Founder of USA Global TV and Radio. I had the opportunity, the pleasure of attending a retreat at the Horseshoe Farm just recently. I was so impressed with all of the opportunities that were presented to me in this glorious setting, as well as the highest level of customer service, that I've decided to put together a retreat at the Horseshoe Farm in Hendersonville, North Carolina, United States of America, June 3rd through the 6th, 2026. You can expect to have a beautiful time of relaxation combined with learning, community, collaboration. Do consider joining me in this wonderful opportunity to reconnect with yourself, with others, and with nature. For more information, email me at drjacalyn@usaglobaltv.com.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USA-Global-TV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dies. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative Direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.